Hi everybody, welcome from Acumen Accounting. Today video is all about skills which will make you rich, which will make you better financially. So these are the 7 skills that will make you better off financially, and you will have a freedom of life where you can enjoy most of the thing which not most people have the opportunity. So what skills are there? What skills you needed? These are 7 skills. If you stay connected or you stay with this video, you will get to know what are the skills. I call it the 7 habits you need to have it to be there. If you must have noticed somebody have won a lottery and they are a millionaire, but you never ever heard anything about these winners who had this lottery win. They reach up to that level, or they have the continuity of that business or the opportunity to be successful, because that just a lottery one off, but they never had this habit. You might have seen that news in the past, that somebody had £1 million and they lost it within the year, and then now they're back to these council houses and stuff like that. But if you really wanted to be financially independent, and you wanted to be rich, which we call, he's a rich or she's a rich. So if you wanted to be rich, you must have these 7 qualities. So I will go one by one, and if you stay with this in this video, you will get to know what these habits are. So first one is the ability to talk to customers. You must understand or must learn how best you can talk to your customer, how you communicate, and how you can do deals closed off. So you need to have that closing skill. That's what I call the closing skill. Is you must know how you communicate with your customers, and how you have that kind of skill where you ending up closing the sales, or you ending up closing the deal, we call it. So if you have that skill, this is a very, very top skill, which I always say to all of our business community. You must have that skill to be there. If you want to be reached to that level, you must have that customer service skill where you close the deal. Number 2 is ability to speak to a group. Because when you are a head of the organization, or if you are wanting to be there where all the rich people are, you must basically learn how to do a public speaking, how to be talking to a group, because you are not going to have 1 or 2 staff. You will have thousands of people working for you. You will have a group of team in your head office where you need to communicate to them. So you must have that skill. You have the ability to talk to them confidently. If you don't have that skill, if you think you're a shy person, or you basically struggle talking to a group, what you can do is you can join some online courses, or you can just go and have some of these events, or you can book nowadays. Just go online, you Google it, you'll find out which people will give you some of the confidence where you will learn all these important skills, basically talking to a group. So you must have that ability to talk to a group. Number 3 is communicate in words. What does that mean, is communicate in words? The meaning is, the content on your website, on your leaflets, or in your business web page, whatever the mode of communication you're using is, you make sure you have that wording which basically attract to your customers or clients. So if you have a website, make sure you have a very strong website, or you have a content base which is to the point, or targeting to your customer, rather than you just waffling on and people lose their interest and read about the material. Because what happens is, mostly they go online or go to your website and try to find out who you are, what you do, what services you are offering. So that skill is very, very important. You need to make sure, because as the owner, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, you need to keep an eye on all these things. So you must have that word communication, is basically make sure you have a good content on your any material you are producing. Next one is number 4 is leadership skill. You must have a vision for the company. You must have a vision where you want to see your organization. If you don't have that vision, what will happen is you ending up not having a business. So you need to basically inspire your team. You need to inspire the people who work with you. You must have that vision, and you need to communicate that vision to your team. Otherwise, you will ending up in a small sector. You will not reach to that level where you want it to be. And basically the main aim is to everybody wanted to be rich. They have a bigger house, bigger car. But for that, you must have follow these all steps, which I'm basically telling you one by one. So you must have a leadership skill, vision for your company, and make sure that communicate it to your team. Don't keep it to yourself. You must basically make them believe this is the vision, this is where I want it to be, my company, this is my small baby, because your company is like a baby. You grow, you basically work with it, and you basically wanted to make sure it's reached to that level where you want it to be. Number 5 is time management. It's very, very important. You need to prioritize what you want to do. You must have a diary, or in your computer you have a list of things you wanted to do. So if you time manage your things, you need to prioritize your work, your appointments, your meetings. Sometimes what happens is we waste our time on most of the things which are not valuable. So you need to time manage your life. You need to time manage in your office environment. It's one of the very, very important skill. You need to learn to be rich. So time management is very important. Prioritize what you wanted to do during the day. Otherwise, what will happen is you ending up doing that work which basically might not bring you any revenue. Number 6, you must need to know and learn how to read financial statement. This is a very important. Most of the entrepreneurs who are rich, they understand their financial statement. They know what is the profit and loss account is. They know what the cash flow is. They also understand the balance sheet. You don't need to basically be an accountant or a financial advisor to go through it. You must understand what is the P&L, what is your balance sheet, and the cash flow. It's just the basic things you need to understand. You quickly need to see what the wealth or the worth of your balance sheet is by looking at the net assets. Sit with your accountant, ask them, look, I want a bit of your time. I need 1 hour or half an hour. Please, can you just explain me when I have this information right in front of my table, how I read it, what does that meaning is? Because if you have the figures in front of you, these are basically talking to you how your business is doing, how your business was doing in the past, how it's going to do in future by looking at the current figures. So you must basically need to learn how to read the financial statement. It's not very difficult. Sometimes people find it very hard and difficult. They think, they can't read the financials if we don't understand. I'm not an accountant. You don't need to be an accountant to understand the financial statement. You just need to understand how much money you are making, what is the percentage of your cost of sales, these basic things. Sit with your accountant. I basically, as an accountant, I normally explain to my clients what the financial statement is. I sit with them and explain them. And most of the businesses we have helped now, the entrepreneurs who are very successful, they are now realizing how important it is to understand their financial statement. So learn that skill if you don't know. If you need any help, you can get in touch with us and we will definitely help you. The last and the 7th one is manage your own mind. Self-belief. You must be very strong. You need to be very, very strong mentally. I'm not talking about physically, you need to go in the gym and get fit and everything, but you need to basically just manage your own mind. You need to have a self-belief. You need to have a self-confidence. Look, I can do it. This is for me, and that belief is very important to be rich. If you don't have that belief, if you think you know everything, that's wrong as well. But you just need to have a bit of a confidence, because if you don't have a self-belief and just trust on yourself and don't just underestimate sometimes. Most people, what happen is they underestimate themselves and they ending up losing so much. So you just believe in yourself, stay positive and stay connected with your team. This will basically take you to that level where you want it to be. So these are the 7 skill set we just have explained you. Follow that and I can guarantee you, you will be a very, very rich person one day and you can call yourself a millionaire. If you have any question and if you think anything we have missed in these skill set, you can leave a comment at the bottom.